I kind of like this setup. I think maybe I should do a series called the Park Bench Talks. The Park Bench Banters. Park Bench Rants. Bench in the Park Talks. Anyways, what's going on currently is I'm in Finland with my family, and we are working on immigrating to Spain. Now, this is a process, lots of loops to jump through. Man, I'm telling you, it has not been easy. And, you know, through flying to Spain last week, getting the appointment to set up residency, meaning registering an address, then the next step is getting an appointment to file the residency application. Now, in order to do that, you have to have insurance for the whole family. You have to have proof of financial means, which means we have to, for our family, have 15,000 euros in a bank account to show that we can take care of ourselves. Well, we didn't have this money. However, because of beautiful, gracious people in our life, we had people loan us collectively 15,000 euros. It was perfect. It was actually 15,200 euros. So we put that all into Jenny's bank account because she's going to be the EU citizen. And so she has to have the proof. And we got that proof, but they said, that's good for your application, Jenny. But for Jonathan's application, you need to have it in a Spanish bank account because you'll now be a resident. Well, the contract that we borrowed this money from was only for 2 weeks. We have to send the money back before we can get back to Spain to set up a bank account. Because we set up a bank account, a Spanish bank account online, but they limit your monthly transactions or transfer amounts to 600 euros a month. We need to transfer 15,000. So to honor our contract, we have to send the money back to our friends. And that means we only had enough money, proof of income or proof of financial means, to get her registered as a resident, leaving me out. Now, technically, I can stay in Spain for a few months because I'm her spouse, and she's the EU resident registered in Spain. But that leaves us now with needing to generate another 15,000 euros. So little things like this have been a test of why is this happening? Why does it feel like there is continually these roadblocks, things holding us back? And it's forced, I wouldn't say forced, it's given Jenny and I the opportunity to come into deeper connection with ourselves and with God. And what I mean by that is it's imperative that we connect every night before we go to bed. Pray, come back to, okay, what's the current status? What's the next step? What's the lawyer saying now? Okay, God, here's where we're at. Here's what we are calling through us, these vessels of God's light. We demand, we command. You move through us, provide this answer, this solution, whatever it may be. And this whole process, I mean, like, we wouldn't be doing this. We wouldn't be probably connecting as deeply as we are or praying as much as we are had this not been our situation. So ultimately, it is a blessing, and I'm so grateful for it. It's allowing me to rely on my Creator and the divine plan that supports my purpose and my mission more than ever. But I'm excited for this to be over, because then we'll be in Spain, it'll be warm, we got fruit, because we're gonna go live in Tenerife. And why am I sharing all this? Because, I mean, this is just real life stuff. Maybe you're going through something in your life. Maybe you're gonna be in Tenerife, maybe we'll connect, who knows? But I'm learning to express more of just the mundane, the real life stuff, because it's not all just about ways to improve. You know, it's great to share those things, but sometimes it's great to also just share what's currently happening in life. So drop in the comments, what are you going through? What's your big move? What is something in your life right now? What is a situation in your life? Yeah, this is what I want to hear. What's a situation in your life right now that's requiring you to lean on your faith in God, your Creator, more than you ever have? Because that's the juicy stuff. That's inspiring. You drop that in the comments, man, people are going to be so inspired to hear that. Yeah, I like that. Let's get it.